Is speaking in tongues required as evidence of the Holy Spirit? The question of whether speaking in tongues is required as evidence of the Holy Spirit has stirred debate for generations. Some Pentecostal traditions uphold it as the initial evidence, while others argue for a broader understanding of how the Spirit manifests. To answer this biblically and spiritually, we must explore various scriptures and narratives beyond the often quoted ones and uncover deeper truths. Biblical foundation of speaking in tongues. Speaking in tongues first appears in Acts 2 on the day of Pentecost. When the Holy Spirit came upon the disciples, they began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave them utterance. Acts 2 verse 4. People from many nations heard them, declaring the wonders of God in our own tongues. Acts 2 verse 11. Here, tongues served as a sign to unbelievers and as a miraculous communication tool, revealing God's presence. However, this event should not be viewed in isolation. In Acts 10, when the Holy Spirit fell upon Cornelius and his household, they spoke in tongues and praised God. Acts 10 verse 46. This confirmed to Peter and the other Jewish believers that the Spirit had also been given to the Gentiles. Alternative evidences of the Holy Spirit. While tongues are clearly one manifestation, they are not the only evidence of the Holy Spirit. Paul teaches in Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23 that the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These inner qualities reveal a transformed life, an unmistakable sign of the Spirit's indwelling. In Acts 8, the Samaritan believers received the Holy Spirit when Peter and John laid hands on them. While the text does not explicitly mention tongues, something visibly powerful occurred, as Simon the sorcerer saw that the Spirit was given. Acts 8 verse 18. This indicates that manifestations other than tongues, such as joy, praise, prophecy, or healing, might have occurred. Biblical story: Stephen, the Spirit-filled martyr. Consider Stephen, one of the first deacons in the early church. Described as a man full of faith in the Holy Spirit. Acts 6 verse 5, there is no record of him speaking in tongues. Yet his boldness in preaching, his wisdom, Acts 6 verse 10, and his face shining like an angel, Acts 6 verse 15, demonstrated the Holy Spirit's power. At his martyrdom, he saw Jesus standing at the right hand of God and prayed for his killers, reflecting Christ-like forgiveness, another fruit of the Spirit. Hidden truth: the Spirit is a giver of gifts, not just tongues. In 1 Corinthians 12, Paul explains that not all believers speak in tongues. He asks rhetorically, do all speak in tongues? 1 Corinthians 12 verse 30, implying that the answer is no. The Spirit distributes gifts as He wills, 1 Corinthians 12 verse 11, and tongues is just one among many: wisdom, knowledge, healing, miracles, prophecy, discernment, and more. The hidden lesson here is that the Holy Spirit's presence is diverse and personal. He doesn't duplicate experiences but tailors His gifts to each believer for the benefit of the body. Tongues are a sign but not the only one. Speaking in tongues can indeed be a beautiful and powerful sign of the Holy Spirit. However, it is not the required or only evidence. The true hallmark of the Spirit is a life transformed, bearing fruit, empowered by gifts, filled with love and walking in truth. Let us not confine the Holy Spirit to a single expression. Instead, let us seek Him fully and let our lives, through character, gifts, and love, testify that He truly dwells within us.